Report that's been more than a half a year in the making. It is our top story at 6. Hello, everybody. I'm Doug Profit. An audit of the JCPS transportation meltdown from last August. It led to some children stuck on school buses, as you may remember, until 10 o'clock that night, the very first day of school. Now, this audit report is getting to the bottom of just what happened. Today, a company from North Carolina released its report on everyone involved in the transit meltdown and who should share the blame. WHAS 11 Focus reporter Travis Breeze has been going through the report today. And Travis, you looked over some of the highlights of it, if you can actually call them highlights.
Exactly, Doug. Well, this report says that during the summer of 2023, AlphaRoute, the company that JCPS hired to design the routes, was routinely missing deadlines and also making changes that made some of the routes unsafe. The report also faults the district for not having a healthy workplace environment where people felt comfortable to raise the alarm.
Kindergartners were going to the bathroom on the bus because they were there for so long.
Memories of the first day still fresh for many parents. The school board voluntarily asked for an audit, and on Monday, Prismatic Services from North Carolina released Phase 1. Prismatic emphasizes that JCPS tried to do 3 new things on August 9th, a new school choice plan, a new 9-bell system, and new bus routes designed by AlphaRoute. The audit says the transportation department was not directly involved in the school choice plan and didn't weigh in on how it would impact the number of buses needed. Prismatic pointed out the unrealistic and sometimes unsafe changes AlphaRoute made after getting parameters from the district. When modeling the routes, JCPS suggested 10 seconds for each student loading and unloading. AlphaRoute cut it to 5 seconds. JCPS suggested no student ride more than 60 minutes. AlphaRoute changed it to 70 minutes for non-magnet and 90 minutes for magnet students. Prismatic also included screenshots of complicated routes and times where students had to cross 4-lane roads without sidewalks. When we asked JCPS if it was still using AlphaRoute, a spokesperson said, "We are not using AlphaRoute." In January, the Board of Education approved the establishment of a routing team for JCPS. We have hired 6 employees whose job is to establish transportation routes for next school year.
The report also said many JCPS employees knew the first day of school would have issues, but there was a, quote, negative environment in the central office that discouraged questions. In the studio, Travis Breeze, WHAS 11 on your side.
And of course, the fallout still being felt. According to JCPS, they've already taken, though, numerous steps to make sure the transportation disaster does not happen again, including creating their routes entirely in-house, with a new routing team, as Travis mentioned, hired just this year. Cutting off changes to routes before the school year so they aren't making changes until the very last second. Removing the ability for schools to add stops and making sure that that all has to go through the routing team. And a longer practice dry run for bus drivers to get ready.